gonna just turn this little pan on here. But this one right here has been fantastic. Is that? So I'm just gonna put, I think maybe about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here. I'm gonna put the heat on a little bit low. And I have already chopped up all my carrots, and I've taken a cup of carrots, a cup of celery, a cup of onions, and I did buy some of these. We have them here in California. I don't know if you have them, but these beautiful different colors of carrots. So they come in the deep purple and the reds and the yellows. So I kind of put a lot of those in here too. And I love little shredded carrots, and I threw in a couple handfuls of those. So I'm going to put all of that. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil, just a little bit, because I put so many vegetables in here. And I'm just going to mix those up. Now, what I like to do is just for a couple of minutes, just let those cook just for a few minutes, and then I'll put the rest of the ingredients in. So I have about 6 of them that I just sliced up. So I'm going to put these in. And then I have some cremini mushrooms that I cut up. And I put 3 or 4 of these, and I sliced them up. So I'll put those in there. And then I have some garlic, about 2 cloves of garlic that I chopped up. So I'm going to put those in there. I got a gift of these sun-dried tomatoes, and they're from Italy. And they were sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil. And so I just took 3 or 4 of those, chopped those up, and I'm just going to throw them in because they've got so much flavor. But you could use, dried, you can use them dried. You don't have to add olive oil to them. All right, let's see. Now I'm going to put, I have some fresh cilantro and some rosemary and a little bit of sage that I just chopped up some pieces just to add a little bit flavor. Now, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. But this one is just salt, pepper, and garlic, and it's just a lovely blend. And I just used a little bit of this. I'm just going to take a teaspoon of honey. Okay, now I'm going to put, now I have about 1/4 of a pound of green lentils. These are all washed and ready to go. You can use green or brown. I have not been able to find the brown ones, but these green ones are delicious. But don't use the red ones when you're making this because the red ones get really mushy. So these work really well. All right, so now I'm going to, now I got this at Trader Joe's. So I'm going to add, now because this is more like a stew, you can add more liquid, to make it more soupy if you want, but I won't use the whole container. I will just use probably 3/4 of it. Wow. Now, the lentils do take, so at this point, I have to cover it, and it has to cook for about 30 minutes. You bring it to a boil, and then you let it simmer for about 30 minutes. And we won't be able to see the end of this, I don't think. But after the 30 minutes is up, I have cut up some fresh organic spinach and Swiss chard. So in the end, I pour this on top of the soup and mix it all in. Yes, I think that you could use, black beans. I think you could use, a special a rice like a basmati rice, or you can use, a brown rice. You can use orzo, which are little, noodles like a pasta noodle. You could do something like that. Well, I think some of the things are that not to add too much seasoning in the beginning, because once you over season, you can't fix it. And to just make the whatever the dishes that you're making, and then towards the end, then you can taste everything and see what additional things you need to add. Well, I was telling this in class today that I always add a little bit of honey to everything. And there was one person in the class who said that she added a little bit of sugar to so many of the things that she cooks with. And then I also I pulled this out because this is a sweet vermouth. It doesn't matter what brand you use, but I always like to put a little bit of this sometimes.